Hey allemaal, wij zijn ondertussen de laatste dag van het festival, maar wij denken er nog lang niet aan om te stoppen. En het heerschap dat nu bij ons op de zetel zit, denkt daar waarschijnlijk ook nog lang niet aan. Derek from Sum 41. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm fine. It's hot, but...
It is hot. It's not as, you know what, yesterday we played a festival that was way hotter than this.
Oh wow, okay.
So this is nice for us.
It looks like, talking about hot, it looks like Sum 41 is back on fire. You played Brussels earlier this year. That show rocked like hell.
Cool.
A lot of critics have been telling that Sum 41 is on their way down. Is this were on their way down? Is this your way to say, fuck you, we're back?
I've never really cared about what anyone says. I mean, the idea that somebody else can tell me when we're going to go or if we're going to stay or not, I mean, that's up to me at the end of the day, you know? So, no, I don't care what anyone has to say.
Yeah. You've been very open about the struggles you had in the past. Now that you're back on the road, back on track, how easy or difficult is it to cope with those struggles from the past?
But for me, it's been fine so far. I mean, it hasn't really been an issue. I don't really think about it too much. Maybe it's because the last thing I could probably feel like doing is like drinking with the band. I mean, like I've done that. You know, I don't really.
A lot.
It's probably the easiest thing to be around those guys, because I'm like, yeah, I've already done that a million times.
Now, all the previous, or a lot of the previous albums from Sum 41 have been released by major companies.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I'm correct, 13 Voices is the first one for Hopeless.
Yes.
How does that feel? Is it a relief to work with people who know punk rock, who love punk rock, and are punk?
Well, I mean, punk doesn't necessarily have to matter to me. It's more of just about, are they passionate about music, and do they care about the bands and you know, the career of an artist, instead of just like, you know, throwing a record out really quick to make some money and move on, you know, which is what the major label sort of situation is, especially these days. It's about a single and move on. So yeah, to be on Hopeless, where they're more about, let's, you know, like have a band with a career and work with them through their career, which is the way it started for us with Island Def Jam in the beginning, but it was different time, you know, different music business.
If you go on stage later on tonight, what do you personally prefer to play? The new songs or the big hits?
I like everything. Yeah, I'm not sick of playing any of the old songs. I'm not also trying to like force down new songs that people don't know. I like playing a bit of everything.
Yeah. You've been on the road for a lot of time, a lot of years. A festival like this, there are a lot of people. You bump into a lot of people. What is the craziest encounter you ever had on a festival like this?
I don't know. I mean, I'd say I wouldn't say it's the craziest, but it was the craziest for us in a way because of just, we were such fans, is when we did a lot of festival touring with Metallica a few years ago. I mean, it was probably like 2003 and 2004, around then. And that was pretty exciting and pretty crazy to us that we would get to hang out with Metallica. And they're such nice guys, too. That was the craziest thing, that, you know, hanging out backstage with those guys and watching them from the side stage and them being really nice to us was kind of a crazy thing.
Coming to this point in your life and to this point in the history of the band, do you still have goals?
I think the goal has always been the same. It's to just, we love what we do and we want to continue doing it as long as we love it. And we still do, so it's just about, you know, keeping it going.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, have a great show tonight. Thank you for joining us here, and I hope to see you soon.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.